If you're on the fence about whether or not to visit Sicily, then this video is for you. I'm going to share with you 7 reasons why I don't think you should visit Sicily to give you an alternative perspective. So if this sounds of interest, then make sure you stay tuned. Also, if you enjoy discovering more about the reality of everyday life here in South Italy, whether you plan to visit here or move here, then why not subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of my future content. Let's get into the video. The first reason why I don't think you should visit Sicily is if you are on a diet. The incredible street food and typical dishes that you can find here in Sicily means it is nigh on impossible to stick to a diet here unless you have extremely good willpower. I also think as well that if you're on a diet, it restricts your ability somewhat to truly be able to experience what Sicily is like as a region, because food is an integral part of everyday life and the culture here. The second reason I don't think you should visit Sicily is if you don't like the heat. High temperatures are the norm here in Sicily, and in recent summers they have even reached 40 degrees centigrade. While that may sound like a dream come true if you're shivering in sub-0 degree temperatures, the reality is different. Think depleted energy, difficulty sleeping, and a humidity that takes your breath away. This makes it especially difficult to be anywhere other than the beach in the height of summer. So it's definitely something that you need to think about. The third reason why I don't think you should visit Sicily is if you like efficiency. One thing Sicily is not is efficient. This stems from the crippling bureaucracy right through to the creaking public transport network. Buses are unreliable to say the least, and trains, although generally better, are often subject to lengthy delays. The best way to explore this island is by hiring a car and being completely independent. But having said that, driving here in Sicily is not for the faint-hearted, so there's lots to bear in mind. The fourth reason not to visit Sicily is if you like the hustle and bustle. Sicily is a big island, and in the larger cities, especially Palermo, you will find an energy and vibrancy akin to normal city life. However, if you venture out to the smaller towns, life slows down somewhat. And if you aren't used to this, it can be difficult to adjust to, especially regarding the opening hours and even the availability of shops and services. So if being in an environment where there is energy and vibrancy is important to you, then you have to be very selective about where in Sicily you choose to go to. The fifth reason not to visit Sicily is if you don't like crowds. This is more geared towards the summer months when tourists pour into the popular destinations in Sicily, notably the beach locations, including Mondello, Cefalù, and San Vito lo Capo. You have to organise your holiday with military precision in order to find space at the beach, at the Lido, and even at the restaurant. Overall, it becomes less of a relaxing experience and almost like a second job. Aside from that though, I also think that you don't get to experience the genuine heart and soul of a place when it is packed with tourists. And so in some ways, you don't really get to appreciate Sicily for all that it is. The sixth reason not to visit Sicily is if you want to escape reality. Controversial, but very true. People idolise Italy as a country with dreamy romantic images, and whilst there are many parts of Sicily that live up to this reputation, you will also find, especially in the larger cities, an air of reality. Let's take the capital city of Sicily, for example, Palermo. Incredibly beautiful, but also incredibly problematic, with rubbish piled high in the residential streets, buildings covered in graffiti, and a common attitude of looking after oneself. Some parts of Sicily will erase the romantic notion you may hold of this country, but it is just this, reality, because nowhere in the world is perfect. And the seventh reason not to visit Sicily is if you want to speak in English. In Sicily, generally speaking, English isn't widely spoken. Whilst it is slightly easier in the larger cities to come across English translations in restaurants and hotels, and of course English speakers, if you venture out into the smaller towns, this tends to dwindle away. It is an important consideration to bear in mind, and this is why I say travelling here with a basic knowledge of key travel expressions can certainly help you more with this experience. If this video hasn't put you off visiting this region of Italy, then I think you'll love this video right here, where I share with you the 7 reasons to visit Sicily. I'll see you in the next video.